Hello and good afternoon. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. Today is Monday, being 16th day of September 2024. There are some questions that we really need to ask ourselves, especially people who are living in Nigeria. Because when you look at the situation of things, you will begin to ask questions like, how is it possible for people to live in Nigeria eating once a day or twice, in 2 days, as the case may be? Sometimes you won't be able to feed yourself in a day, and you find it comfortable to keep quiet. You find it comfortable not to even criticize those who are making sure that that situation will never change. How is it possible? So, if you look at the situations in Nigeria right now, you will see that there is no how the government can prevent the tension that is building up not to continue to build up. The tension has already, started building up again. The price of fuel is increasing. And people who want to protest are saying we still want to hit the streets on October 1st. And, the case of Nnamdi Kanu, which is coming up, September 23 and 24th, 2 days marathon judgment, people are having interest in that case. And this is not his first court proceedings or case. Why is it that people are finding interest in this court judgment that is coming on 23 and 24th of September? The reason is because people are asking questions that Nnamdi Kanu have been, they have been detaining him since 2015, 2014, detain, release, taking him to court, bringing him back. If the federal government, if they are serious, I think they must have seen what Nnamdi Kanu committed and maybe sent him to jail or sent him to prison. Now, the question people are asking is this: if the federal government is not doing this thing because just to persecute him, can you tell me why after 10 years of judgment, nobody was able, no court in Nigeria was able to say this is what this man has done? That's one of the reasons why people are having interest in this forthcoming case. So these are the things that we are going to look in this broadcast. So please stay with me as we navigate all these stories. And also, there are a lot of things that has been going on in Nigeria, especially this period that people are trying to. The tension is already building up in Nigeria. And I tell you, when the government So kindly stay with me as we go forward to know the true story about things that are going on in Nigeria. Believe me, we have a lot of things to discuss in this live broadcast, and very soon we are going to open our line and let us hear from people and see what people are saying about the situation of Nigeria at the moment. Stay with me. But you don't know what tomorrow brings. Still this crazy world. People dying like flies every day. You read about it in the news, but you don't believe it. You wouldn't know about it. And then man in the lamp black coat knocks on your door. Cause President's meeting, I swear I live it. All right, the situation of things in Nigeria at this moment is so pathetic in the sense that anywhere you go, anytime you speak with people, people actually know the truth. They actually know what is going on in Nigeria. They know exactly what the situation is. But the problem is, why is it that people are afraid to talk about their feeling, talk about their wretchedness, talk about the insecurity? Nigerians are just fond of suffering and smiling. Anyway, before we go into the details about this issue of the court case, and to talk about so many things that are hidden that people are not telling you, your news medias are not telling you about Nigeria. Let's listen to what Dele Farotimi said before we come back to open our line and discuss more about this issue.
To sit-at-homes? What happened to industrial strikes? If we all agreed that we have a need to change where we are, if we all agreed that on a particular day would sit at home for 1 week, if we all agree that there is a need for that, if we all agree that we must do something about our pathetic situation, why is it so difficult? The state is always violent. You come out on the street. That's why it always seems as if I'm speaking against protests. I have never spoken against it. I'm just pointing out the folly of protests. You can count on the police to come out and start shooting. You can count on elements of the army to be persuaded to go onto the street to kill people like they did at Lekki Tollgate. You can count on them. There are murderous elements within the state, and they have non-state actors that they can always activate. But if you sat in your home, who is going to come and shoot you? So over the years, you find multiple geniuses and thinkers, more temperate men than myself, and women too, attempt to solve the Nigerian problem, and they ended up consumed by Nigeria. Because make no mistake about it, Nigeria kills, and it kills with brutal efficiency. It doesn't just kill persons. That's routine for Nigeria. But Nigeria kills dreams, it kills visions, it kills hope. It drains the fighter of every resolve to fight a system that would appear to be relentless in its capacity to kill. Nigeria kills, and it's consumed a lot of men who have tried to solve the Nigerian problem. Or shall I say problems. But if we are to attempt to solve the problem, we must first of all have clarity as to what the problems are or is. Said Nigeria, solving the Riemann problem. If you're a mathematician, like my brother and friend Modiu Olaguro, PhD, you would have come across the Riemann hypothesis at one point or the other in your studies. The Riemann hypothesis is one of those mathematical equation, I should say, that mathematicians are deemed irresolvable, a problem that cannot be solved. Not unlike what the Greek would refer to as a Sisyphean problem. That is when you're given a stone to roll uphill. Nigeria comes across as being something of that nature, an unresolvable problem. So over the years, you find multiple geniuses and thinkers, more temperate men than myself, and women too, attempt to solve the Nigerian problem, and they ended up consumed by Nigeria. Because make no mistake about it, Nigeria kills, and it kills with brutal efficiency. It doesn't just kill persons. That's routine for Nigeria. But Nigeria kills dreams, it kills visions, it kills hope. It drains the fighter of every resolve to fight a system that would appear to be relentless in its capacity to kill. Nigeria kills, and it's consumed a lot of men who have tried to solve the Nigerian problem. Or shall I say problems. But if we are to attempt to solve the problem, we must first of all have clarity as to what the problems are or is. And it is only in the knowledge of the problem, or shall we say diagnosis, that you then begin to deal with the solution or the likely solutions. So what are the Nigerian problems? The Riemann hypothesis or the Sisyphean task as it relates to Nigeria. What are these problems? Remember, I want to talk about the solutions. But it is important that we ask ourselves, what are the problems, or who are the problems? And it brings to mind the Yoruba proverb. It says, Ajala, Tanoe. A question to Ajala, who whipped you? And Ajala turned to the person asking the question. She may not know, isn't it you? So the Nigerian problem, when we ask what the problems are, I believe that we should look in the mirror both to find the problem and to find the solutions. And I think sometime to...
Yeah, there is something that I figure out in this broadcast by Dende Farotimi. Now, he said that Nigerians' problem is like a Raymond's hypothesis. If you're a mathematician, you must have come across this, a problem that cannot be solved. This hypothesis, you keep on having a negative answer. You can't get the answer you desired. So, Dende Farotimi is likening Nigeria's problem to that of Raymond's hypothesis, in the sense that, have you ever seen, since you were born, be sincere to yourself? Have you ever seen a situation where things get better in Nigeria since you were born? For me, absolutely no. Right from my childhood, I've been seeing retrogressions in Nigeria. From one government to the other, things keep getting bad. We were fed up during Muhammadu Buhari's administration. We said, never shall we have this kind of administration again. Is that not what you said? Yes, we all said so. But what are we having today? Is it Buhari that is on the seat now? No. And mind you, after Tinubu, the person that might come in there might be worse than Tinubu. So when you are seeing all these things, you will come to reason with what Dende Farotimi is saying, that this is like a Riemann hypothesis, in the sense that no matter how you try to solve this Nigeria problem, it's a problem that is not solvable. So even as good as so many leaders who have passed before, like Goodluck and all those people, you see how they were humiliated out of seat, that they were unable to fight insecurity, that they were so corrupt. So tell me, do you think that this situation we have in Nigeria will continue like this and everybody will continue to fold their hands? Anytime I travel from around the country and you see people, even when they board a bus, and the bus will be smoking like this, everybody will be inside the bus, nobody will even talk. I say, what kind of country is this? People are suffering, people are smiling. When you go to the villages, you see people who are dying of insecurity. The terrorists that call themselves bandits are ravaging all the whole villages, chasing them out of their ancestral homes. I begin to ask, why is it that people are not talking? What is wrong with this country? What is going on? And when you look at the gap between the politicians and the masses, you come to realize that these people don't mean well for you, because the gap is too much. People don't have food to eat at all. Some people have embezzled billions that even their next generation will never even know what poverty looks like. That is the kind of nation you want to continue to live, and you fold your hands that nothing is going to happen or nothing is going on. I was listening to the pensioners in their press briefing, which I'm going to show you later. These people are crying, those who have served this country for 30, 40 years, and people who are about to enter into civil servant, into civil service to become a civil servant. I'm just laughing, because your salary will not be able to feed you. And when you finish, when you retire, they will not pay you your pension very well. So what sort of things is this? And people want to keep quiet. Anyway, let me go back to the issue of the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. As I said before, everybody must support a due process. Everybody must support what is just, because if you pay a deaf ear to an injustice against another person, don't worry, it will soon come before you. And when it comes before you, you understand what others are feeling. Now, like yesterday, you saw what happened. This fond of arresting people, detaining people. Sowore was arrested yesterday, and he was released. And on 24th, on 23rd, on 24th of September, this court case of Nnamdi Kanu, the question I'm asking, would there be rage? Would there be an uprising if this man is not released on 23 or on 24th of September? That should be next month, if I'm not mistaken. that should be next week, sorry, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, next 2 weeks, Monday, yeah, on 23 and 24th. That is it. So people are saying that they are going to enter streets. They are going to protest against the detention of Nnamdi Kanu if he's not released. And I see that as a very just thing to do, because I started hearing about his case back then, 2014, 2015. I'm telling you, about 10 years ago. I mean, about 10 years ago, this man has been, under detention, arrest, detain, and something like this has just been going on, and nobody, seems to be interested to ask questions like, people who they arrested for end-bad governance protest, you see that within 1 week, they charge them to court, they have passed the judgment, the court says they are not guilty, the case finished. Why is it that after 10 years, the so-called federal government of APC, they are unable to tell Nigerians what Nnamdi Kanu did? They are unable to tell Nigerians that look at what this man has committed. This is this man's sin. And that is why people are saying this should be the last court case. I mean, this should be the last court case. If on 23, on 24th, that the court did not do justice to this incarceration against this man, I think people will begin to revolt against the injustice. Because it is clear, according to one of my friends I spoke yesterday about this detention of Nnamdi Kanu, what he was telling me yesterday is, even though, like in the year 2020, when this man was caught, if federal government have sentenced this man, for example, they say, okay, you are guilty, you have to say 2 years in detention. The man have stayed the 2 years. The man has been there for so long. So what is the essence of not passing judgment? After all, there is no judgment to pass. The man is not guilty about the charges leveled against him. Don't forget that the first charges they leveled against this man was treason. You understand? The first charges they leveled against him was treason. And at the end, they said this man is not against any treasonable felony charge. They withdraw the treason charge and they put another charges against him and so on and so forth. So things have just been going on like this. And I think it is time for everybody to join hands together, join our voices together to make sure that we put to an end of this incarceration. So at this moment, I think I really have to hear from the public's opinion. I have to know what people are saying about this. And, people from around the world have different opinions, different views about this issue of incarceration of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Marcel Nnamdi Kanu. So we are going to open our lines right now so that you can also connect to let us know what the situation. For now, I'm going to leave you with what the former defense minister said.
Taraba is a mini state. It's a mini Nigeria composed of various ethnic groups living together reasonably peacefully. But the peace in this state is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing in this state and of course in all the riverine states of Nigeria.
Okay, our line is now open. I'm just trying to make sure that...
Now we switch gears to security matters. A recent document alleging security payment...
We want you to use the opportunity of this press conference to make it known to...
And now we switch gears to security matters. A recent document alleging security payments to bandit leaders by the Zamfara state government has continued to generate reactions. The letter, which is one, and now we switch gears to security matters.
We want you to use.
And now we switch gears to.
Taraba is a mini state. It's a mini Nigeria, composed of various ethnic groups living together reasonably peacefully. But the peace in this state is under assault. There's an attempt.
And now we switch gears to security matters. A recent document alleging security payments to bandit leaders by the Zamfara state government has continued to generate reactions. The letter, which is widely being circulated via several social media platforms, claims the Zamfara state government has earmarked millions to be paid to several bandit leaders as part of an approach to addressing the escalating insecurity situation in the state. And now to discuss this, we're joined by security experts, Catch Ononuju. Catch, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you for doing this with us. First of all, let's just, take it a bit back and help us give a bit of historical context of banditry and government responses in Zamfara State. How credible is the allegation of payments to bandit leaders? Are there any previous instances or patterns that support or contradict this claim?
Right now that everybody's complaining about is not a new problem. I want to tell the world that I believe the Nigerian government has failed in its quest to actually look after the local people. This is not a new problem. This problem has been here for a very long time. President Buhari has tried about 7 different schemes to try and actually gain land to resettle this displaced refugees who came in from Mali, Central African Republic, Burkina Faso, and other countries. But he did not gain any positive results. And so I believe now that we have come back again under President Tinubu, if Tinubu does not solve it properly, you will see is this random killing every day by the Fulani refugees who are seeking for land. And I don't think this is the right way to gain land in any West African country. That's why I believe the leaders failed. If they were never able to resettle the Fulani refugees in Central Mali or Central African Republic, and they came to Nigeria, this is what we're now having. They are being forced to kill in order to gain land to resettle themselves by force. This is not a way to run a country. I think this is wrong. We must take initiatives to save the households.
I'm going Catch.
This can't continue.
Catch, I'm going to ask you again because you didn't answer my earlier questions. With historical context, how credible is this allegation of payments to bandits? Have there been any previous instances or patterns that sort of support or contradict this claim? Yes or no?
Yes. This to bandits was a strategy adopted by the Buhari administration to keep the Fulani militiamen on, because the militia people needed money. And that's payment by government to them, initiated by President Buhari, was the original way to give them money. If you don't give them money directly, they will engage in kidnappings.
All right.
And the Nigerian government didn't like kidnappings as a way. Remember, the schools in Kankara, the payment to them, all those were arranged. The mass kidnapping of youth, and then the subsequent kidnapping, the payments. Those payments were monies being given to these terrorists for them to augment whatever it is that they needed. But they were not able to gain this trust of the government who were giving them money, because no matter how much money you give them, they will always renege on agreements. And that's why the government stopped paying them.
Catch, let me ask you, right? You just said that there's some sort of truth to these claims. So what are the potential policy implications for Zamfara state government and the federal government? How might such payments affect?
The governors have collectively said they will no more pay these damn terrorists. The more you pay them, the more you strengthen them, the more they buy new weapons, the more they buy new logistics. Don't pay them. Let them go back to their country. We cannot continue to live like this,
now,
as if we are living under,
All right. I am having a network problem. I don't really know what is going on. But actually, this video was just to let people know that if it is because of Radio Biafra issue that is making them to detain Nnamdi Kanu, that federal government could have even released him within 1 month of his detention. I mean, within 1 month, according to the charges leveled against them, because these are evidence that the federal government are paying terrorists, they are sponsoring terrorists, they are doing everything to make sure that terrorism thrives in Nigeria, and no one is talking about it, and people feel as if there is nothing going on in Nigeria. And a lot of things has been going on in Nigeria, and there are a lot of proofs that government are accomplice to the insecurity challenges we're having in Nigeria. Now, that is what is bothering people, that if the government are accomplice, if the government are really terrorizing the people, so what is the destiny of the common man? And that is why we are saying that the detention of Nnamdi Kanu, this is no longer, prosecution. It is now a persecution. And people really have to rise up to demand for justice for him, counts 23 and 24. Because injustice against one person is injustice against all. So our lines are open. We can now begin to receive calls. I just wish that the network will allow us to do this live broadcast very well. But as the case may be, we are going to manage things. So our lines are open. You can call it through this number on the screen. You can call it through, but just WhatsApp call only. And let us know what you think about the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. You see the injustice in Nigeria. When you look at what is going on in Nigeria now, you look at the petroleum sector, look at the game the MNPC are playing with Dangote refinery against their people and so on and so forth. People are yet to realize that this injustice federal government is doing against people and you are clapping for them. Let them do them. It is the same thing they are still going to pay you back. The same injustice they are going to level against you. The same injustice, anything they are doing against one particular group of people is the same thing they will still do against you, just as your time has not come. So if you think that, oh, people that federal government are prosecuting, people that they are detaining, they deserve it, there is to say one day they will still come to your house without you doing anything against the law. They will still detain you, because that is what has been going on in Nigeria. That is what has been going on. And federal government, they have a lot of questions to answer that the Nigerians are asking, but they have not answered any question like, why are you people sponsoring insecurity? Why is it that you people don't have the courage to fight insecurity? Even though, okay, you made a mistake, you are the one sponsoring it. Because Nigerians cannot begin to die like this for nothing. When I mean for nothing, for nothing. Nigerians don't have reason why they are dying, why the villagers are no longer going to farm. There is no reason. There is no reason at all. You can't tell me why they are not going to farm when we have police. And sometimes if you even call police will tell you that they don't have fuel in their vehicle. And that could be true. You can't doubt them. Because this Nigeria is a very different country entirely. It's a country that is not normal. And some people said, oh, don't say Nigeria is a country. I don't blame them. They are right to some extent. A country where the government don't care about the people, a country where the government don't care about anything that is happening with them. It's so pathetic anyway. So pathetic. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Bendechuku, good afternoon. Thanks for joining. Ezeja Sunday, good afternoon. Thanks for joining. Adazion, Kingsley Michael, Mozo Kechuku, thanks for joining. Chigozin, good morning. Thanks for joining. Weddy King, good morning. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining. So that is the situation we are seeing over here. Now, the question I'm trying to ask is, would there be rage if Nnamdi Kanu is not, being released, or if justice is not served as people are expecting on 23 and 24th? Will there be rage? Will people troop out of the streets to demand justice? Well, I don't really know what will happen, but all we know is that the federal government are guilty of everything. Because if the charges leveled against Kanu, if the federal government will allow such charges against themselves, against people who are sponsoring bandits and everything, I think everyone's supposed to be in prison. Everyone's supposed to be in prison, but you know, we live in Nigeria where the law doesn't work against the rich. It's only against the poor. You saw what that man was saying when he was talking to the News Central, that the federal government should stop romancing terrorism. And that is the same thing Nnamdi Kanu was saying then. And everybody came against him. People never understand what that man was trying to say. But now everybody's eyes is beginning to open because they can't sleep with their two eyes. Insecurity is ravaging their homes. They are now understanding that what people saw about 10 years ago, 15 years ago is coming to play before their eyes. Now, they are not hearing it, they are seeing it. And they are regretting how I wish we listened when people were shouting before. When people were agitating that, oh, this insecurity will spread all over the country. People agitated. And when Buhari came, Buhari was part of the agenda. Buhari wanted to use the Ruga settlement to make sure he settled so many people. He said that each community, each state should give them land, let them settle. So settle them for what? Just imagine if they come into your community. I mean, all these people, they are not even Nigerians, so they are not even Nigerians, all these Fulanis. If they come into your community, they will tell you that they want to help you to go to farm, they want to do some jobs with you and so on and so forth. That is just the end. After 2 to 3 weeks, you will see massive kidnapping going on. That was how we started experiencing it in our side. I don't know how you started experiencing it in your side. But you see, what Danjuma said, T.Y. Danjuma, you can take the message and leave the messenger. You can say, oh, you don't like that man was part of the people who did the Nigerian Biafra war. If you cannot take the man, no problem there, but take his word. He said that if you rely on soldier, if you rely on police to come and save you in this country, that all of you will die one after the other. So he was not carrying water in his mouth when he was saying it. He knew what he was saying. And that is just the exact truth.
Taraba is a mini state. It's a mini Nigeria composed of various ethnic groups living together reasonably peacefully. But the peace in this state is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing in this state and of course in all the riverine states of Nigeria. We must resist it. We must stop it. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one. The ethnic cleansing must stop in Taraba State. It must stop in all the states of Nigeria. Otherwise, Somalia will be a child's play. I ask every one of you to be alert and defend your country, defend your territory, defend your state. You have nowhere else to go. You have nowhere else to go. God bless our country. Taraba.
All right. That was from T.Y. Danjuma. You see, you might not like this man, right? You might not take every other thing he said, but just take his word. Even though you don't like him, you are not his fan. You can't even listen to him because of the things they did in Nigeria before, right? But you see, I want you to take what he said serious. Take him serious. And what is that particular thing that I want you to take serious? If you are waiting for police or the army or the navy to make sure they bring in security to you, you are going to die one by one. I'm not the one saying it. You do know the man who spoke to you? That was a man who was in charge of security in Nigeria. A man who was in charge of security. You understand? He is the one talking to you. That if you are waiting for the police, the military to bring security to you, you are going to die one after the other. And this was the sentence Nnamdi said, and people came against him. They detained him because he said the truth. We all were here last month here, where the #1 bandit kingpin, Bello Tuji, came out to say that the Minister of Defense under Tinubu is the one who is sponsoring them, that he paid him about 200 million, he bought him for him. Who is questioning that man? That is why I am so, angry with so many Nigerians, because they know the truth, but they are afraid to speak the truth. They are afraid to stand up for what they believe. They are afraid to do anything at all. They are afraid. Nigerians are too, fearful people. They don't want to die, and the death they are running from is already at your doorstep. Your parents are no longer going to farm. Everything has been going on. Now, the question I'm asking you people is this. If not that Nnamdi Kanu started speaking up against the government, up to today, believe me, there will only few people who can even come out to say, oh, government is not trying. Because everybody is now afraid. They are afraid to talk, afraid to do this, afraid to do that. But Nnamdi Kanu was one of the people who stood against the status quo. And he always talked about what he believed in. Before the likes of, many people joined in, and the likes of Sowore, it has been long again, he started standing up against the government. And that is what I want every Nigerian to do. Speak up, don't die in silence. Don't die in silence. If you see what is going on in your community, speak up. So let's begin to have calls from people. Let's see how many calls we can take today. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah, you can off your YouTube there so that we can hear from you.
Okay.
All right. Your name and where you are calling from?
I'm calling from. My name is Kanu. That's the nickname. Okay.
Konda De. Okay, you said you can. Konda De.
Kanu. That's my nickname.
Okay, Konda De Kondo.
Let me give you some little lowdown. Some people may hear my name everywhere in Southwest. I'm pure Yoruba guy. I've worked for about a day when there's politics eating, not like Tinubu is serious. Can't even do nothing.
Why is it that you say you can't talk where you are coming from? Are you afraid?
No, I can't mention my name for now. We are going to talk. Don't worry, we are going to talk about that. I'm not afraid nobody except God. If I'm in Nigeria, they could have arrested me. I'm so tough, mother. I've caused the trouble with Sunday Igbo. The Sunday Igbo they have mentioned now. If you hear that name, you know me. Very sure. Okay?
It's all right.
So
Thanks for...
let me just need to know down.
Okay, thanks for joining us.
It's because of this. I'm a member of PDP during Olusegun Obasanjo. We work together from where there is a strong politics in Oyo State. We work together to Baba Adedubu House together. When there is 3 PDP, we work on the road to Baba Adedubu from the God bless Baba Adedubu. Let me tell you, Baba Adedubu said one thing one day, because close to him very well.
Okay.
Former Deputy Governor, Raji Assis Bola Rume, if you hear this, you will know. When you hear that name, you will know it's one of my boss, Baba Adedubu.
All right. I want to ask you a question. All right. I appreciate you joining us. This particular topic we are discussing about the detention of Nnamdi Kanu, I said it has been long. Getting to 10 years, he has been arrested, released, arrested, released, arrested, released. And you know how powerful a federal government can be. If they want to judge somebody and send somebody to prison, it's not supposed to take time. They're supposed to do it and pass judgment. But this thing has been taking time, and people are beginning to complain and say, let them pass judgment so that this man will know where he is. Why are they prolonging everything now? The court judgment is coming on the 24th, 23rd and 24th of this month. What is your take if justice is not dispensed?
Okay, that's a very nice question. Let me tell you. Nigeria is 3. Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa. There's nothing like Fulani. Tinubu, I will be saying it to the Yoruba who can listen, who is ready to listen. Tinubu have shown Yoruba and Igbo right to Fulani. That's why they gave him that position. It's one of the agreements he signed. Don't release Kanu. Don't open southwest border. Fulani will do whatever they like in Nigeria. You must not tamper with anybody. That's some of the agreement they signed. Agreement, don't believe that Buhari is not Buhari. That Kanu have told Nigeria, that man is dead and buried in Saudi Arabia. That Buhari is not Buhari. There's a program.
You believe that?
I believe it so. One day I hear a program when US president was saying Nigeria is the only country that vulnerable for 8 years. That is Nigeria. For you. The vice president know about this. Tinubu know about this. That's their agreement. During the campaign, Tinubu always frustrated that they know if they don't give him that position in the first South. It's not really Buhari. See Babangida, see Abu Salam. Abu Salam is one of the people that destroyed Nigeria. All these are called, it's a fake something. Nigeria don't know. It's a fake. What happened during the 2003 election? All those wahala that happened in Lagos. Are you telling me they don't know them? They know them.
Of course they know them. There is no doubt about that. They know them.
Those bad leaders are so stupid. And some
you don't have to call them stupid now.
They are stupid. People don't respect them. They don't respect elderly. Everybody was equal. There's not, they call people by their name. That is Western world. I'm not in Nigeria anymore. They can't do me nothing. If I'm in Nigeria, they could have carried me. Let me tell you.
Okay.
I'm not going to take anything with anybody.
Do you think that people will go to the streets if Kanu is not released on 24th?
I always tell people here, it's either do or die. That's the only way you can clear out those leaders away. Forget about Tinubu. Everybody that cross your way. Baba Adedubu said one thing one day. He said, I'm not Baba Adedubu. You people are Baba Adedubu. One of my 2 juniors from secondary school are in the gate of Baba Adedubu, Yellow and Dewumi. They are bouncers. They are healthy boys. And some people, he said, if these boys are not in my gates, I'm an old man. You know who's an old man? If you push through, who's going to get down? Where all those who man go, but all those talk, do you see them talking anymore? Everybody was suffering. Everybody will buy the same thing on markets.
All right.
They intentionally detain Kanu. Let me tell you, they know what they are doing. It's one of the agreement of Tinubu, the Fulani. It's one of the agreements. Yoruba are so stupid that you see bandits, you see criminal from here to here. You are now.
Why are you causing your own people that they are stupid? Is it because of anger?
They are all one Nigeria. Cause whatever will destroy country. Where is the future of the youth? Where is that future? Some stupid Yoruba will be saying Igbo is the one that is disturbing them. Igbo is the kids. Is Igbo killing people in Lagos?
No.
They are doing their own business. Let me tell you, there is a state close to state where I am. This state is is bigger than Nigeria. Let me say bigger than Nigeria. People will come from other states, from Louisiana, from Oklahoma, they come and work there in this state, and nobody send them away. Nobody tell them you are Igbo, you are this. Can you see a very small country like Rwanda? You cannot compare Nigeria Rwanda with Rwanda anymore. Can you compare Nigeria with Rwanda? The answer is no. President of Rwanda always look at Tinubu like it. That is why Ibrahim or something of Angola, what's the name of this country?
Of Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso, see the way you look Tinubu like a dog. You said they disgraced Tinubu in South Africa. They would disgrace him. Since like a small boy. You need young people to move your country forward, not like Tinubu. But you don't buy stupid people, you don't buy guys. They don't think about the future.
Let me ask you another question. I know you are from Oyo State.
I'm from Oyo State. Fine, everybody know me. Who hear my voice will know.
Yeah, I know you are from Oyo State. And the question I want to ask is that before the late governor of Ondo State, he did a writing by setting up Amatokun, who have defended Yoruba territory to some certain levels. Akeredondo, yes. I don't know about people's opinion, but that Amatokun, I'm in support of it. You know why? From my personal experience, I've seen that security agencies, just like what T.Y. Danjuma is saying, the military, the police, they don't have full capacity to fight terrorists, bandits in the bush. They only operate in the town and, intimidate, innocent citizens. How far have you people been able to counter this insecurity in your state and entire Yoruba land?
Let me tell you, politicians, pastors, affairs, security people, and government people in government, those are the 5 people that is operating in Nigeria. They are working in hand to hand.
So they are the principalities.
They know what's going on. Everybody knows they have the agenda, but the mistake they are making is that agenda will consume them too. Because people are coming from other. This Obi said something during the campaign. He said every country needs to have statistics.
And data.
Let me tell you, Tinubu is there is a one man in Osun State. He said everything about Tinubu is a fake. Father, education, life, it's a fake. Let me tell you. You want to check my record? And I tell you, don't go here, don't go there, don't go there. I'm not going to tell you not to go there. My secondary school, my institution is there. They find it here. That's why they give me a job and go and work with government. I don't care about them. I don't have my citizen with them anymore. I have 2 girls that are no more in Nigeria. When I see Nigeria is getting worse, go and do visa for people. I have to do visa for my daughters. Go and live your life somewhere. I can't destroy their life. Let me go my way. You go. You come through me to this life. I have to take care of you. I take care of them. Let me tell you, my brother. That's what my father told me before he died. Before he died, he do the burial down. He tell his friend, I have a new car. He doesn't buy a new car. He did the burial ground. He bring them there. He said, this is my new car. Everybody was crying. He said, don't cry. Everybody is going to die. Tinubu is going to die. My brother. It's not strong. When they are talking about politics, Tinubu is not there. I can tell any people categorically, I always tell you, If Bola is alive, Tinubu will have nowhere.
It's all right, sir. I want you in some minutes, if possible, just 1 minute, to summarize your message to people in Nigeria and to the supporters of Nnamdi Kanu as they embrace the court case.
I will tell Nigeria whether Igbo, I will tell them the truth. 100 years, Tinubu cannot do a dime because he studied accounting. He said he studied accounting. Do you know the meaning of accounting? Minus and plus. It doesn't do managerial economy. It doesn't do management of everything. You are making 1 naira, you are spending 20 naira. How do you want to survive? Obi was telling you, really, in economy, they say banditry trade. That's how they. Where I work, we monitor people that come into US, people that get out of the US. Tell me, that is statistic. Everything has to have statistic data. We are working with data. If a police stop you, just ask for your date of birth. It will tell you all your address, everything. The crime you have committed for the past 10 years, I will tell you straight off. That is how to build the country.
All right.
It's an accounting. Accounting just do minus and plus. Keeping the bookkeeper. You are not economists. You cannot run a country.
It's all right.
You just have no agenda.
It's all right, sir. Thank you so much for your contribution. Let's have another corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm out there. Can't see you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
But you don't know what tomorrow brings. Still this crazy world. People down in life every day. You read about it in the news, but you don't believe it. You only know about it when the man in the lamp black coat comes on your door. Cause first next meeting, I swear I'm living.
All right. What our last caller was saying, about the detention of Nnamdi Kanu, that is what I focus on this particular broadcast majorly because of this upcoming court case. He said that he knows and he has the proof that they asked Tinubu not to release Nnamdi Kanu. That is, it was an agreement he had with those people who made him. I don't know. So we'll come to that later. Let's have another caller. Hello.
Okocha, how are you?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. I'm fine. Thanks for joining us. Can you hear me?
Nice to meet you again. Yeah, nice to meet you again.
All right. Tell the viewers your name and where you are calling from.
I'm your friend from Australia, speaking from Melbourne.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Are you just joining or you have been with us for a while?
Well, I was there when you were televising Danjuma and when the guy that refused to declare his identity was talking.
All right. Anyway, he partially declared it at the end. That is a caller they condemned from where he refused to say where he's condemned from, but I know about it. That is his privacy. Let me keep it from him. But he's from Oyo State. So the question I'm asking, on 23rd, 24th, 2 consecutive days, Nnamdi Kanu will be facing the Federal High Court. Now, the question people are asking is this. We are tired of adjourning this case. That all we want on that 23rd, 24th is justice. Do you think that there will be rage, there will be uprising and revolt if justice is not dispensed on 24th?
First of all, you are saying if justice is not declared, isn't it?
Yeah.
You are not sure?
Not that I'm not sure. Like today, I already have up to 15 messages about this question I'm asking you. I'm asking you the question people are asking. They said, if justice is not being dispensed on that 24, will there be uprising? Will there be revolt? against the people who are holding Nnamdi Kanu? So that is the question.
There's no, first of all, there's no probability that the decision that they are going to take, nothing is going to happen, nothing new.
Okay.
They're going to still retain the guy. You understand me?
Why do you think so?
Oh my God! You can see the highlighting. Okay, when Buhari was there, everybody was focusing on Buhari because he was the head of state.
You are right.
The whole power was on his hand.
You are right.
Okay, if the Igbos have said, okay, Bola Tinubu is one of their chieftaincy, and then one of the APC prominent person. Okay, let them go through Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu would have referred the Igbos to Buhari and say he is not in government. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, right. Now he is in government. Just like what that guy said. I don't know, but I know there's something Bola Tinubu know about the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. Then secondly, whether there will be range or not, the Igbos are not ready yet.
Okay.
If they don't love Nnamdi Kanu. If they love Nnamdi Kanu, the 5 states, they will declare that state a state of emergency. They'll drive the governors away. The governors are closer to them than Abuja. You understand me? They should drive all their governors away from their state. So then the federal government will know that they really need business. That is the first thing. They should take over their state first before talking of Abuja. Abuja is too far for them. You understand me? So that's just it. So the second is action.
Yeah. So what you are saying is that the Igbos should not focus, those who want Kanu to be released should not focus on Abuja. They should make sure they hold their governors responsible, accountable.
They should occupy their governor house.
Then
Abuja. They should occupy their governor house. Send the governor away.
Okay.
You understand me?
Okay.
Because if they are taking something different will happen on 23rd to the 24th you are talking about, they are just deceiving themselves.
Okay. What peradventure the judge decides to pass judgment and free him?
My brother, so you still have some element of trust on your judiciary, isn't it?
It's not. It's not trust on judiciary. If you talk about trust, I don't have trust on judiciary, and I have my reasons and prove why I said I don't have trust on them any longer. But this one is more than issue of trust, because I think what are they going to do with him? Because they holding him did not stop insecurity. They holding him did not stop the Biafra agitation. They holding him does not stop any reason why they are holding him. So someone will begin to ask, why are they still holding this man?
Okay, now, Okocha, when Buhari was there, did he defy the law? The law he made, the law he said he is opposing, did he defy the law concerning Nnamdi Kanu, or did he defy it? He defied it and nothing happened.
Countless time. He did that countless time.
Yes. But how do you think Tinubu will not follow the footsteps?
And
like this issue of going to overseas for medical checkup. Who started it? They should go back to the early 70s. The president that started going overseas. He's only one person that started it. Others took follow.
And who was that?
You understand me? I don't know. They should trace it back. They will know. The person that started, maybe the president must have been dead now, I don't know. But they should trace it back. Who started it? But was it a good thing? But other people take it up to the extent now. Bola Tinubu is visiting France like his day to backyard for medical. So what I'm trying to say is that Buhari set a very bad record. And Tinubu said he will continue from where Buhari stopped. You understand me? And they're so different from what has been happening. Okay. Buhari did not label protesters during his time. He didn't label them treason.
No, he did not.
Okay, but
Tinubu is throwing treason like pure water. He's just throwing treason like someone who is throwing pure water. on people.
When I was in school those days, it was during Abacha time, I started hearing treason. And I believe it's a military word.
Yeah.
You understand me? It's not meant for civilians.
Mm.
You understand me? But now, Buhari started using it. He used it against Nnamdi Kanu. He used it against Sowore. You understand me?
Yeah.
So now, ordinary protesters now, but I can go slam them treason. You can see.
Though the court has quashed that and said that protesting is not a treasonable felony. Because the case has not been finished, and it is only Abuja court that asks that. The others from the north discharged them and set them free. It's only Abuja court that asks for that 10 million.
It's Abuja not part of Nigeria. It's not part of Nigeria. And they have no different arm of judiciary.
You should know that we don't have judiciary now. It's based on what politicians want. You know now.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe it's also wrong that just the protesters.
Mind you, don't forget that the first thing they charged Nnamdi Kanu was treason. But where is the treason today? Yes. The treason is nowhere to be found. They withdraw it by themselves because they know that they themselves don't even know what is called treason. Maybe you say Tinubu must go. That's treason. That's treason. Because in other part of the country, a president can resign.
That's what I'm saying. If Nigeria know what they are doing, they should tell Bola Tinubu to come and define treason. If he can pick up a barrel and write 2 sentences about treason. You understand me? So what I'm trying to say, Okocha, if the Easterners are ready, if they love Nnamdi Kanu, let them occupy their governor houses.
All right. I don't really know. I'm having a very bad connection over here. A very, very bad connection over here. I don't know because the bad connection is just new to me. It has not been occurring before. Anyway, I think we'll have the opportunity to receive more calls before we call it a day. We plan to stay on, but the network is not friendly. So stay with me while we receive another caller.
But you don't know what tomorrow brings. Read this crazy world. People dying like flies every day. You read about it in the news.
Hello.
Good afternoon, brother.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Please tell the viewers your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, my name is Mr. James. I'm calling from Australia.
Okay, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Okay.
It's very, very cold. It's very, very cold right now here, over here.
Very
cold.
Wow.
So, yeah, very cold now. Because we're now in the city, we're now in season of cold.
Yeah.
It's not easy. My brother, I was hearing your live broadcast today. I told you I love watching your live broadcast. Give me happiness. You see, about Marcel Nnamdi, because I heard 24th of this month is going to be, they're going to...
23rd, 24th.
Okay, he will be out of, he will come to the court, isn't it?
Yeah.
But brother, sorry, I don't know if you can give me enough time to speak with you right now. Is that why is it that Nigerian what they call it courts doesn't function very well? Why is it like that? Because somebody here I'm living, even the police don't even have rights over the courts here I'm living. The court is like the president of the nation. Without the court, there is nothing going to move well in this country.
Okay.
And you see, now they have granted this man discharge, acquitted, and they still insist to hold him. Brother, let me tell you the truth. I hope nothing will happen to him. If Nnamdi died today, it's a very, very big shame to Igbos. I'm telling you the truth, and I pray it will happen. If Nnamdi died today, it's a very big shame to Igbos. Entirely, both abroad.
Why do you say so?
Because, my brother, let me tell you. Can I speak, please?
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying this, one, I have to, whosoever that don't like what I'm going to say should go to hell. Yeah, in comment section, whatever they want to say, let me say, I am a true Igbo man. And I have seen the way our people behave. Do you know that our people, it's not only Nnamdi have witnessed such a thing, I have witnessed such a thing. Your own people called Igbos are going to join hand with other tribes to kill you as an Igbo man. And let me tell you, spirit exists, cause exists. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Cause exists and spirit exists. If anything happened to Nnamdi I bet you Igbos are going to look like bastards all over the world. Because what the Fulanis are planning to Islamize Nigeria.
How do you know?
Chase Igbos. They want to chase Igbos in that land. I'm telling you. And all these things that is happening is not because of the hatred they have for Igbos. No. Igbos sold themselves for people to hate them. How? They dislike themselves. They lack unity. I'm not going to hide my mind to say it. We here standing today are crying for Biafra because we want to be free. Whosoever that is calling himself Igbos, that is bringing bad luck to his own brother not to be free, he should go to hell. Those good Igbos who want Biafra are the one going to enjoy Biafra, and which I am part of the people that is going to heaven. Which heaven? Biafra, the son of the rising sun. But if Nnamdi died today, it's going to be a very big shame to all Igbos.
All right. Let me ask you another question.
Sir?
Let me ask you another question.
Okay, sir.
The question I'm asking is, on this 24th day of September, if he is not released, would there be revolt? Would there be tension? Would there be uprising?
My brother, there have been tension since 3 years he was kidnapped in Kenya. But the tension that is going to happen right now, my brother, whether Nnamdi is alive or is living, the extent of the way the Igbos, the way Igbo Biafrans who want the freedom, they are approaching. They are not going to fight that war alone in Biafra land. That war is going to circulate. It's going to circulate a very heavy circulation, brother. Let me tell you. I'm telling you, the war going on in Israel is too small. My brother, the extent Simon Ekpa is going is dangerous, my bro. The extent this guy is going is very, very dangerous. Because Nigeria shouldn't think this is 1967, brother. A lot of people is going to die. And the DOS people who sold Nnamdi to the caliphate are going to suffer to generation, my brother. Because the way these Igbo Biafrans are moving this town, it's not like before. Brother, I have seen the way these people are prepared. Most of the weapons these people have, you can't see it. They are like spirits. You can't see this.
Where do you see it?
These people are coming.
Where do you see it?
I'm telling you, they should release Nnamdi. They should release this man so that Nigeria won't be set in fire. Because people are going to die. It's going to be more than 10 million, 20 million. Because this war is not just a simple war. Because go to this guy called Simon. The way this guy speaks, my brother, people are going to die. I'm telling you, both innocent children, both soldiers are going, people are going to join. Nigeria's war is not going to look like 1967. It will be more hell.
And do you think it's a good thing for people to die?
My brother, it's not a good thing. That's what I'm telling you. It's not a good thing. There is war going on right now, and it's going to be more heavy. This one they are doing is just guerrilla war, but the real war is going to be rockets. Because
are you confident? Are you confident that if Nnamdi Kanu is released, that everything will just stop?
I'm telling you, if they release Nnamdi Kanu right now, I'm telling you, guys. I'm telling you, the way I'm dreaming this thing is very, very strong, my bro. I am a dreamer. I know what is going to happen, my bro. This war is not just Igbo land alone. It's going to be here. Afonali will be fighting Hausa. Yoruba will be fighting Igbo, and the issue is going to be circulate. It's going to be confusion war. And it's not good. It's going to be a confusion war, my brother. It's going to be a confusion war. I'm telling you. They should release Nnamdi so there will be peace, my bro. Please, they should release this man so there will be peace in Nigeria. I am not saying they should divide Nigeria, no. But the way this is going, if they don't release this man, my bro, forget about what Nigeria is gone, and it's going to be hell. You know, they should release this man very, very fast. Because the extent this very young man, Thomas Simon, is going, it's not something, no. Because this guy, I know him very well. He's a soldier in Finland.
That is why I'm asking you this question. If Nnamdi Kanu is released, I know why I'm asking you this question again for the second time.
There will be peace.
There will be peace, right?
Kanu is a peaceful man. Nnamdi Kanu, wait, see, let me tell you, if Nnamdi Kanu speak now, that let there be peace, there will be peace. But Nnamdi Kanu is not going to stop the agitation of Biafra. That is the worst thing. But it's going to cool the insecurity. It's going to cool the insecurity, yes. But he is not going to stop Biafra to come. He wants that Biafra.
All right, thank you so much.
He's not going to change. That man is not going to change his word. Nnamdi Kanu wants Biafra.
All right.
100% sure. But they should release him and let all this nonsense stop. That's all we want. I don't want to say if they release him, Biafra will not go. No, they should release him and let Biafra go. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. Let them live. Let them go. It's enough.
All right. Thank you, sir.
1914 and 2014 to 15 have expired. They should leave these people go. Let them go. They shouldn't risk the life of Nigerian soldiers and Nigerian terrorist soldiers. Let me speak. Shouldn't risk the life of human being. They should stop that nonsense and let them get the folk from that Biafra land and let them go on their way. Let them go. But the problem, all
right, we have exhausted your time.
Brother, the good Biafrans who are hearing me know that I say the truth, that we want Biafra. But the bad Biafrans who organize to deal with this our supreme leader. They are not going to see peace, my brother. Brother, let me tell you the truth. They should divide our nation. Simple. Let everybody go this far away. Because if they don't do nothing now, Nigeria was going to last maybe 20 to 30 years. Because it's not good. That Nigeria will scatter all over the world. And that time immigrants will be more than like before. Because if you check the number of Nigerian citizens, about 230 something million people.
It's all right, bro. Let's have another conduct, okay?
So we pray to Almighty Okocha, they should they should release this man, let him go. So that's I have to say. They should release him, let him go, let him just go. And you know that Nnamdi is sick, you know.
So far, so good, still living today, but you don't know what tomorrow brings. Still in this crazy world, people down in life fly every day. You read about it in the news, but you don't believe it. You won't know about it. And then man in the lamp black hole knocks on your door. Cause first things meeting, I swear I'm living.
Another conduct. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Your name and where you are calling from?
Yeah, my name is Joseph. I'm calling from the US.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I believe you have been with us, so go straight and answer our question. Do you think that if Nnamdi Kanu is not released on 24th of September, that there will be uprising and rage?
With the current situation right now in Nigeria, and also with the situation with Igbos, I don't think there's going to be a range that's going to happen.
Okay.
Because first of all, what has happened in Nigeria is what we call divide and conquer, which has been existing in Nigeria since 1966. Nigeria got independence, and that has been existing up to now.
Okay.
But the problem of the Eastern, the Igbos, are the governors. So these governors, they know what they are doing. They know that if Nnamdi Kanu will be released, they will not be relevant anymore. Because right now Nnamdi Kanu is the one that is drawing the crowd. And when Nnamdi Kanu has been released now, they're gonna lose all this stuff. And no one will listen to them in the Igbo land. So there's no way, they will allow the federal government of Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu. But the more the federal government are holding Nnamdi Kanu back, that is the more Nigeria problem going higher or getting increased more. Because of the insecurity that's going on now in the eastern part of Nigeria. He already said it, in the last, I think that was the second to the last court he was arraigned when he was and he was saying that, if they release him, this security will go down. Yes, because a lot of people are doing this thing, are taking advantage that he's in prison.
Okay.
That's why they're holding him back. That's why they are doing this for the federal government to release him, which is not true. These are just, actors that are doing bad thing in his name. And that's why he was saying release me, and then you're gonna see if this security that's happening in the East will not go down. But the federal will not do that because they knew that this guy, when it comes out, with the current situation, with the economic situation, with how Bola Ahmed Tinubu is driving Nigeria now, and everything is skyrocketing, expensive, insecurity. If he's being released, and when it comes out and it is big, even not only the Igbos who follow him, the Hausas and the Yorubas will listen to him, and that is what the federal government and the governors in the eastern part of Nigeria are afraid of. But for them to be saved, because Because I know there's nothing, I don't believe in the one Nigeria. There's nothing called one Nigeria. The best thing the best solution for Nigeria now is for everyone to go to their region and they manage their own resources and they develop themselves. Because right now with the resources, it's just only going for some group of people in Nigeria or some particular people that are just eating and embezzle all the money that is coming from the resources of Nigeria and they're using it to enrich themselves, their families, and their friends. And those people that kind of like connive with them, they are the ones that are, eating the resources of Nigeria. But if they release him, then it's gonna be better. And they will lose all the people that, that are supporting them right now. They will all follow Nnamdi because they know that this guy has a vision for Nigeria. He knows that that nation called Nigeria is not more Nigeria. And it has been proven. We are seeing what is going on in Nigeria, Every day I listen to news about what was going on in Nigeria. Even though I'm here, I still follow what is going on in Nigeria because that's my country. And I want my country better. But right now, the leadership that we are having in Nigeria now cannot take Nigeria to anywhere. They're always going to take us back. And that has been happening since when Muhammadu Buhari came as a president of the nation. And we keep on going back. Because right now, those leadership did not have vision. And I know in the Bible, the scripture, those of us that believe in the Bible say where there's no vision, the people perish. And that is that is happening in Nigeria right now. Because the leaders in Nigeria, the governors, the presidents, and those people that are leaders themselves, those people that say they are in the Asura, they have no vision for Nigeria. And that's why Nigeria is perishing right now. Look at the economy of Nigeria. From first, now, see where it is today. That is heartbreaking to see the economy for the giant of Africa just collapse that way because the leaders do not have that vision for their country. They don't even have vision for themselves.
That is it.
For the millions of Nigerians.
Yeah. The group of lions led by sheep can never be defeated, can never defeat the group of sheep led by lion. So the question there is all about leadership. And I also believe it's not only leadership also, it's also about structural problem. Nigeria is not structured to progress. Nigeria is not structured to succeed. That is why from the beginning, I played a video by Dele Farotini when he was saying that Nigerians' problem is like a Raymond's hypothesis. That is a hypothesis that you can never drive to a desired result. All you'll be having is negative result. Anyway, thank you so much, my brother. In 1 minute, you can summarize, your total message so that we'll go to another corner.
Yeah, I just want to say, in Nigeria, one piece, if the governor or federal government of Nigeria, one piece, to continue reigning, they just, release Nnamdi Kanu because that guy has nothing to do with all the charges they got, treason and, he's what they call it, he's a terrorist, all those stuff. Those terrorist organizations that are in the push over there, why can't they just, classify them as a terrorist? But this guy that haven't even carried a gun, they label him as a terrorist. Now, the only thing that Nigeria can do is just to release him. They have nothing against to hold him. They should just release that guy.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. All right, sorry for that interruption. I don't really know. I think this should be the last caller because the network is not just friendly. The network is, disturbing the calls and everything. I don't really know. It has not been like this before. Anyway, let me see if we can have another caller before we end it. Maybe we'll reschedule the live broadcast to the midnight as usual. I don't really know what is happening. Anyway, what the last caller said is just about what others have been saying about the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of people believe, and I think that is the truth. They believe that if Kanu is released, that there will be peace in the southeast. There will be peace everywhere, that people are terrorizing, kidnapping, and all those things. They believe it will just come to an end. So I think it's a very big challenge to the federal government. Let's see what is going to happen. And also, yeah, thanks for joining us. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, my friend, how are you?
I'm fine. We are having a network issue. I don't really know if we are going to reschedule the live broadcast till in the evening as usual. But for the now, thanks for joining us.
Okay.
Okay, all right. You can end the YouTube over there because I'm hearing from you. End your YouTube there.
Sorry?
I say you can off your YouTube there because I'm still hearing from the background.
Okay.
Yeah. He ended the call. I wanted him to off his own YouTube so that the sound will not be coming out on the background. All right, let's have another caller. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right.
My name is Gabriel. I'm calling from Benue State.
Okay, Gabriel Justice from Benue State.
Yes. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for. I've been listening to your broadcast all this while, but if I want to call, it's always busy.
Don't mind.
You see, Mr. Okocha, I've been following Nnamdi Kanu since 2016. It wasn't even 2015. Let's say 2016.
Okay.
And let me be frank with you, that man is like Jesus Christ. Most time.
Why do you say so?
I always talk
you might get people offended by what you say. What you said. You might get people offended for what you said, but what you said anyway is simply. You didn't say Nnamdi Kanu is Jesus Christ. You said it's like Jesus Christ.
It's like,
yeah.
I don't say to them, I say to me, it's like Jesus Christ that came to save us, to save humanity.
Okay.
Yes. In Enugu State, I was in Enugu State. There was one man that said something. He said that if Nnamdi Kanu should die in the custody or inside the prison, that Igbo people should be held responsible, and that they should put their faces on a shame. They should be shameful if they allow Nigerian government to kill Nnamdi Kanu, or maybe Nnamdi Kanu die in their custody. What he said is true, because when I was in Enugu, several times every night, whenever Nnamdi Kanu want to protest, you know what I normally do? I will bring radio out by big speaker, because most of these Igbo people, they don't like listening to the man. A prophet is not really known in his hometown. It's always known outside. That is the problem. When I say, come and listen to this man is saying the truth. Whatever that's happened in Nigeria is what Nnamdi Kanu is broadcasting. In fact, Nnamdi Kanu will be in London, and before you go, you will know what is happening in Asoro and reveal it to us. So most time when I preach to Igbo people, come and listen to this man. Some of them will never listen. So I devise a mean of buying in your drink. So I'll buy like 2 or 3 crates of drink and put it on Sunday, so that when they come to drink, I'll put it on the can for them, they'll be listening. So from there, they were interested. Before you know, they keep on coming closer and say,
On Sunday, said they are the ones to first remind me. It's not like the Kanu not talking today. It's not talking today, because I entice them with drink. I entice them with, I buy like 2 crates and they entice them. I love Nnamdi Kanu. That is just what I want to tell you. Whatever he said from 2016 has been, in fact, a lot of shit has been happening. There's nothing the man said that never happened in Nigeria. Now, during the Biafran war, Benue people joined Nigeria to fight this war. But now, Benue people have learned their lesson now. Let me just tell Igbo the truth. Benue people learned that. If you can see that from the mouth of our former governor, which is Otom. He said something like, look at this Niatiala. Whenever they kill 50, kill 100, they come out and say they are the one that kill it. Federal government never want to arrest them. But he never know what Nnamdi Kanu do to this federal government that helped him, in the prison today. If you listen to most of our brokers from our governor, he always said it to show that Benue is aligned now with people because there's no sincerity, there's no truth in Nigerian government. There's no truth with Fulani. They are a bunch of criminals. Fulanis are a bunch of land grabbers.
But not all of them, right?
Well, the little ones like this Chasolodo that want to say the truth, they always crucify him. So he just a one man out of millions of them or out of thousands of Fulani that are. So I categorize all of them as one. You understand? They may not be all, but majority of, in fact, 90% of Fulanis are land grabber. 90% of them, in fact, they say they are the owner of Nigeria. They said they are the owner of Nigeria. Imagine people that came to Nigeria last are telling us that they are the owner of Nigeria and they are taking over every economy affairs of our life. Look at the NNPC. Yesterday I was talking with somebody. Yesterday I was talking with somebody. I told somebody, look at the resources of Nigeria is in the Igbo land, southeast. But they are the ones that do not enjoy anything from Nigeria. I was like telling my people, when I first come home to Benue, when I started preaching Nnamdi Kanu, most of them too did not agree until I keep on ringing it to them. Today, everybody, they will just when are they releasing this man? This man is good. People should try to love their own. That is when you love yourself first. When you Igbo people unite and love themselves, you see that other people will love you. That is just the whole truth. You understand? We now we realize that we made mistake during the Biafran war, and it will not repeat itself. If anything should cause war in Nigeria, we are going to face the forget that they say Benue are not. We are not nuts. Nothing consign nuts. We don't eat the same food. We don't wear the same. In fact, we are more of Igbo people than even the nuts. My name is Ede. That's my name. You hear people like Omeka, you hear people like Erima, you hear people, Igbo name, we just hear Igbo name everywhere. The same food we eat, the same culture. So I don't know why Nigerian government always use, divide and rule mentality. That one will not work for them. They thought this time is 1960 or 1967. It will not work for them any longer. Now, coming back to Nnamdi Kanu, if anything should happen to Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria will burn. I tell you, Nigeria will burn. If they are just, saying this government, they are just be careful with the man. Now, they are being careful. If it were another tribe, maybe they must have killed him, before they must have injected him and killed. But I believe there's something they are being careful. They will not do him anything. They may just delay him, but to kill him or to do anything, they will not be stupid enough to do that. Nigeria will never be stupid. Nigeria government, Fulani, will never be stupid enough to kill Nnamdi Kanu. If they try it, they will know that this is not 1967 any longer. You understand? Because virtually everybody hates Nnamdi. Even outside people hate Fulani now. You understand? Like most of these outside people that are doing all this buying of this waste here. If you call them Fulani, they will say, no, we are not Fulani. I'm an outsider. I'm not Fulani. Part of me, I never become Fulani one day. They reject Fulani Tutu. So to show that even Fulani, their time is over. You understand? So what I'm trying to say, if we plan to release Nnamdi Kanu this coming court case, this injunction, if they fail to release him, well, Nigeria will still be calm because they believe that nothing is happening to him yet. My people always tell me, say, if somebody die in your house, maybe your mother, for example, maybe somebody, maybe my mother, anybody died, they will say you are the first person to carry the dead body from the head before other people come and help you. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you will carry the body from the head before others come and help you. So Igbo people should carry this case on their head first before you see other tribe will come in fully, because everybody is virtually tired of Nigeria. We are tired of Fulani oligarchy. We are tired of Fulani terrorism, killing everywhere. Well, I'm here in Igede land, Igede precisely. Here, if Fulani venture, even if in Hausa, forget whether now also Fulani, if they venture anything, we don't spare their life. We waste them straight. That's what we do here in Benue State. That is, I'm not talking about Agatu, Idoma side. I'm talking of Igede. I'm an Igede by tribe. You understand? They don't try that with us. Honestly, they don't try that. You understand? If Igbo people also to stand on their feet and stop being all this business, business-wise, taking time of Igbo, so they don't really have time for any other thing. That is why you see resources is in their land. They don't even have access to the resources. Look at gold in Zamfara. Nigerian government will never allow Igbo man to go and tap any gold in Zamfara. Nigerian government will never even allow, Nigerian government herself will never go to Zamfara to tap anything. They will slaughter anybody that go there. But look at the one, in southeast. They have free will to go there to do anything. What of gold in other places? What of zinc? What of many other things in other discovered in other states? Yeah. Nigerian government never want to take time to go and mine or tap or extract them for the national benefit. No, but they have time because Igbo is weak. Somebody said that time. I'm sorry to say that Igbo is weak until they come together. I want them to come together. When they come together, okay, look at Starry Top Oboda is talking nonsense. It's an Igbo man. They always use. We have a lot of saboteur, a lot of two faces in Igbo land, in south, east. That is the problem. I'm from Benue side. I grew up in eastern side. I know Aba. I stay in Aba. I stay in Enugu. I stay in Onitsha. So I know what I'm saying. They should stand up and stop all this business something and stand for their rights. That is just the whole thing. Once they stand for their rights with one accord, you see other tribe will stand up with them. That is just the whole truth.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you.
All right. We are going to be rebroadcasting by midnight, by God's grace, at midnight, because we are having a network issue at this moment. So I do apologize to all our viewers. Please, if you are just joining us when this broadcast, and you can go back and rewatch, from the beginning of the live broadcast. Don't forget that there is already, upgrowing tension in Nigeria again, and nobody knows, when a unprepared revolution could start from across the country. Because when you see what the NNPC and Dangote refinery, the games they are trying to play with the people to buy fuel at 1,000 naira and above, with the minimum wage of 70,000. If you are earning 400,000 in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, you hardly can, sustain your family with it. It's so pathetic. But anyway, let's see at midnight and talk more about this situation. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this afternoon, and have a nice afternoon. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
so to